If you carry a pocket knife on you for self-defense, self-protection purposes, this is just something else that you may want to consider. This is part two. All I'm going to offer today is how are you going to hold it and how are you going to stand? Are you going to be in a traditional fighting stance? So I'm right-handed. I would have my hands up, my left hand forward, and have it in my rear hand. Or am I going to switch feet and present it more forward? Both have pros and cons. One very important assumption that we're making with this is that you've got enough distance, you've gotten enough space away from you and that bad guy that you can get yourself set up accordingly. If they're up on top of you and you don't have that kind of space, all bets are off. You're just doing whatever you need to do to protect yourself. Working with it out of your fight stance, the pros are I can keep the guy at bay with this hand. I got this loaded at the ready, and then I can fire accordingly, and I can get lots of torque like I'm throwing a punch. The con of that is that they can see it develop. They can see it coming in, depending on how fast you are. And then they can respond accordingly, block, do whatever, counter, do whatever they're going to do. So now let's just say I switch feet and now I have this out front, right? Still in my right hand, but now I'm leading with this kind of Jeet Kune Do style. I got my strong hand out front. Pro is that I can keep the bad guy at bay and keep him further away from me, right? The con is that I may not have that same amount of power when I go to strike. But in the end, will it really matter? Because I've got my force multiplier in my hand. And that's it. Just another something that you may want to consider if a pocket knife is your go-to self-defense option. And just like with any self-defense option, whatever it is that you have in the forefront of your brain that you're going to go to in the middle of a shit show, it's important to train it. Whether you scenario role play it in your brain or you actually get it out and you see how it feels in your hand and you imagine what direction and where you're going to go with that. I hope that all makes sense. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to comment, share, like, follow, and I hope you all have an awesome day.